Hello, Anonymous Diaries family. Welcome back. I'm Evelyn, your host. Tonight, we share a story that is painful, controversial, and full of emotional complexity. It involves family, deception, motherhood, and the instinct to protect one's child at all costs. Sometimes, the greatest conflicts we face aren't with strangers. They're those closest to us. And sometimes, right and wrong get tangled in love, fear, and desperation. If you've ever felt torn between helping someone you love and standing your ground, this story is for you. Let's listen carefully, with compassion, before we judge.
My name is Efua, and for the past 7 months, my world has been filled with a soft, hopeful glow, the kind that comes with a first pregnancy. My husband, Tayo, and I have been married for 3 years, and from the moment we saw those 2 pink lines on the test stick, our small apartment in Ikeja has felt like a palace. We've spent evenings assembling a cot, arguing playfully over names, and just sitting together, his hand on my growing belly, feeling the tiny flutters and kicks of our unborn daughter. This baby is not just a child. She is the physical manifestation of all our love and all our future dreams. My younger sister, Jennifer, has always been the more dramatic of the 2 of us. Her life is a whirlwind of highs and lows, and for the past 2 years, the center of that storm has been her on-again and off-again boyfriend, Stephen. He's a decent guy, a banker, but he's always been clear that Jennifer's intensity was too much for him. Their relationship was a constant cycle of passionate fights and tearful reconciliations. About 5 months ago, Stephen finally put his foot down. He was ending it for good. I know because Jennifer showed up at my door, wailing, a mess of mascara and despair. I held her, I made her tea, and I listened. A week later, she called me, her voice suddenly bright and triumphant. "He's not leaving me, Efua. He can't. I'm pregnant." My heart soared for her. A baby. It would be the thing to finally ground her, to bring stability to her life. Tayo and I were thrilled. Our children would grow up together, just a few months apart. Stephen, true to his character, stepped up. The talk of leaving stopped, replaced by talk of marriage and their future. Jennifer seemed ecstatic. But as my own pregnancy progressed, I started to notice strange things. When I would talk about my swollen ankles or morning sickness, she would nod vaguely, but never share any symptoms of her own. When I asked to see her ultrasound scan, she'd say, "Oh, the machine was blurry. I will show you the next one." The next one never came. She wore baggy boo-boos, but underneath, she never seemed to develop the firm, rounded belly of a pregnant woman. Tayo noticed it too. "Babe," he said to me one night in bed, "does Jennifer look pregnant to you?" I would swat his arm and defend her. "Every woman carries differently, stop it." But a seed of doubt had been planted. I told myself I was just being paranoid. The confrontation came last week. I was 8 months pregnant, feeling heavy and happy, and Jennifer came over with a bag of baby clothes. We were in the nursery, surrounded by the sweet scent of baby powder and new beginnings. She was unusually quiet, her fingers twisting the hem of her shirt. Then she burst into tears. Not the triumphant tears of a mother-to-be, but the ragged, terrified sobs of a cornered animal. "Efua," she choked out, "I have to tell you something. I'm not pregnant." The air left my lungs. "What do you mean you're not pregnant? Jennifer, what are you talking about?" "I lied," she wailed. "Stephen was going to leave me for good. I couldn't lose him. I panicked. I told him I was pregnant to make him stay. It was the only thing I could think of." I just stared at her, my mind trying to process the scale of the deception. 5 months. She had been faking it for 5 months. The family introductions, the talk of marriage, the baby shower she was letting our friends plan, all of it was a lie. Before I could even formulate a response, she grabbed my hands, her eyes wide and frantic. "But it can still be real, Efua. You can help me. You have to help me." "Help you how, Jennifer?
There is no baby." Her grip tightened on my hands. She looked from my eyes down to my belly, and a look of chilling calculation came over her face. "But there is," she whispered. "There's your baby." I pulled my hands away, a wave of nausea and horror washing over me. "Don't be ridiculous." "I'm not," she said with her voice rising with desperate energy. "It's the perfect plan. You give me your baby when you deliver. I will take her and raise her as my own. Stephen will never know the difference. You and Tayo are young. You can have another baby right away. This is my only chance at happiness, Sister Efua. My only chance to have the family I want." I was speechless. It was the most insane, monstrous thing I had ever heard. I looked at the sister I thought I knew and saw a stranger. "Are you out of your mind?" I finally said, my voice shaking with a mixture of rage and disbelief. "Give me my child, my daughter. Are you hearing yourself?" I placed a protective hand on my stomach. "Absolutely not. The answer is no, never." Her desperation instantly curdled into something ugly. "Selfish," she screamed, her face contorting. "You've always been selfish. You have the perfect husband, the perfect life, and I have nothing. I am fighting for my future, and you won't do this one thing for me, this one thing to save my life? Some sister you are." She stormed out of my house, leaving an awkward silence behind her. Since then, my life has been a living hell. She has been calling me, texting me, alternating between tearful begging and vicious accusations. She told our mother a twisted version of the story, and now my own mother is calling me, saying things like, "Efua, she is your sister. Family has to help family. Can't you just consider it?" They are making me feel like I am the crazy one, like I am the bad person. I know the answer should be simple. I know I am protecting my child. But the weight of their accusations, the constant gaslighting, it's starting to get to me. I look at the beautiful nursery Tayo and I built. I feel my daughter kick, and I am filled with a fierce, protective love. But then the phone rings and it's my sister calling me evil, and I feel a sliver of confusion. Am I wrong for protecting my child from this madness? Or should I sacrifice my own daughter to save my sister from the consequences of her own destructive lies? Please, what do you think?
Thank you, Efua, for sharing your story. What you're going through isn't just difficult, it's deeply unfair and emotionally exhausting. To our anonymous Diaries community, if you were in her shoes, would you give up your baby to protect your sister's lie? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, take care of your heart and your peace.